see, it is Sunday, July 12th, 2015. Well, there's kind of a lot to catch up on. It's been, I think, 2 weeks since my last competition, figure competition, and it's been a very kind of challenging 2 weeks psychologically and emotionally and physically some. I was really excited right after the competition for a few days. I was just super jazzed, super motivated for the next one, super excited. And then, not so much. I was really tired physically. Just before my competitions, I had been training really, really hard. I was super energetic, super motivated. I felt really good physically, like I was just a little Energizer bunny, and I just went, trained, did even more training than I needed to. I'm super excited to try to bring in the best in my physique. So I worked really hard, and I was really able to do it, and I'm feeling good. And then the first competition and the second competition, I was a little more tired the week leading up to the second competition in terms of training at the gym. And then after the competition, I was pretty tired physically. Competitions are tough on the body, not only in those 5-inch heels and posing and then lack of sleep from being excited and getting ready, but the training beforehand, and then right before the show, a couple days before, you start cutting back your water, and then you cut back your water a lot the night before and the day of the show. And the dehydration is to get the skin as thin as possible so you can see as much as possible in terms of your definition. I think that's what the purpose is. You want your muscles to be full, and water helps that, but you want the water out of your skin, I guess, I don't know, so that your skin is flat and you can see the muscles better. I think that's what it is anyway. So it does work, but it takes a toll on the body, and you have to be careful during that time and right afterwards, because your ligaments and tendons are dry, and you need to baby yourself and not try to lift too much weight so you don't hurt yourself, and it just takes a toll on my body. My body's really tired and drained, and I tried to rehydrate a lot. I used some extra rehydration drinks that I have, and I ordered some from Advocare, which is a company I use for supplements, and they're more naturally based, and and then my body was tired, my strength was down, and I was like, okay, well, this will come back. So it's just frustrating, because to go from feeling really great and super on top of my game to tired and weak, and then getting back to running has been really difficult. My legs have been the longest affected. My strength started coming back pretty quickly, gradually at the gym with lifting weights. My endurance, had to come back slowly. I allowed my cardio to just come back slowly, and that's helping. But running has been so hard. My legs have been so tired. They felt so heavy and so tired and lead, and I just couldn't run well at all. And it was so frustrating, and I have my first half marathon ever next Saturday, and so I'm like, oh no, now my training I put in for all the half marathon is I don't know if I can do it, but I think I can do it, because I was totally ready to try my first half marathon a couple months ago. I was totally ready. I was building my mileage. I finally got up to 10 whole miles running, and I was totally into it. And then competitions started coming up, and then the competitions and stuff, and I sort of regressed, and I feel in my running capabilities, I'm not sure. But so right after the competition, I could hardly run, and so it's like, oh no, my first half marathon's coming and I can hardly run. So I've been struggling with trying to run again and get back some stamina with running, but I continued. I have my running coach, and I have assignments, and I have trainings, and I've been hitting them even if I struggle. Like, I just took it by feel with some of my assignments, and like I tried to do them, and I wasn't very able to finish some of them, but I just did what I could, and I felt really good about that. And then training with her, I did what I could, and I ended up having a really good training last week on Tuesday. She trained me, and it went really well for the first time in a few weeks. Oh yeah, plus before the competitions there was like 3 weeks where I was off schedule with my running. That too, like I had my nephew's high school graduation, so I didn't get my long run, and then I was peak week 2 weeks in a row, so I wasn't running my regular trainings or anything, so that got me off schedule. I forgot about that a lot for like 3 weeks. So anyway, last week was the first time I had a real successful training run again, and I was really excited about that. Then Thursday, I had a homework assignment. It was really hot. I ran up to my high school track up here by my house, and I tried, but I just couldn't do it. And I kept trying. It was really hot. There were some girls there, young women that were walking the track, and I said, hey, let's do this together because I'm having a really hard time. I wanted to quit, but I wanted to keep going, but I wanted to quit. So we ran around a lap around the track once or twice, and so I felt good about my attempt. I didn't complete the assignment, but I felt good about my attempt. And then I did so well on Tuesday. I was really jazzed to try to build on what I had accomplished. So yesterday was my usual long run day, Saturday morning. So I haven't had a long run in a while, quite a while. Last week was a 5K that I had signed up for right after my competition weeks, and that went pretty well, better than I thought. I felt like it was hot out, and I felt like I'm just going to run slow, but I ended up doing a pretty decent time, and I was really happy about that. And then 2 weeks before, I hadn't done any long runs because it was 3 weeks before that. So yeah, I've been out of my rhythm. That's probably a big part of it. So it was Saturday long run day, so I was pretty jazzed about trying to get a long run in because this next week is the half marathon, and I know it's a matter of like confidence, because I know I have fitness in my body, but my confidence had gone down with that tiredness. So I was like, I think I can do it. So I got on my running gear yesterday morning, and I was kind of excited too because I wanted to get all my gear that I was going to use for my first half marathon. My shoes, my socks, my clothes, my running vest, the water situation, goose situation, get everything like I would do for my race or run, half marathon run. What I was going to wear, my accessories and stuff like that. So I wanted to try all that out, make sure everything was good for the half marathon. So I went out my door and I started running downtown I thought of a route I wanted to do. So I think I have to look at the half marathon route. But I thought it started by going as this incline, uphill, long incline, like a mile or so uphill. And so I decided I should revisit that route so that I get a practice in that uphill, make it hard on myself so it's not so hard the race day. I'm like, oh yeah, I've done this before. So I came up with a route I wanted to run, about 6 or 7 miles, and And I did it, and I was really proud of myself. It was a hard route because of those inclines, hills, long inclines. I mean, they're not very steep, but they're long. And so it makes it hard. So I start out on my run going up, and it's like, oh, this is so hard. So you want to quit in your head, but it's like, it'll get better. It'll get better. This is the hard part. So I had some inclines at the beginning, and then I got the flatter part and then the more downhill part, and I went all the way 6.24 miles, and I was so proud of myself and so happy that I actually did it. I decided to go slow, which is usually really hard on my head. Like, I'm going too slow. I'm such a loser. I'm such a loser runner. I'm just suck at this. But I had to remind myself, no, I'm going slow on purpose. Going slow is good for long runs. In the half marathon, I want to go slow so I can make it the whole way or as far as I can. And so I allowed myself to go slower, and I ended up going a good pace. I think that would be a good half marathon pace if I could keep it up the whole way, which I don't know if I can. But it's a slow pace of 11-minute 30-second mile, which is a nice slow pace for a long distance, like a pretty nice pace for me. So I was really happy with that. So it went really well, and I was super pleased that I made the whole thing my first long run in a long time. So yay! So then I just puttered around for the rest of the day. I was tired, but I had a lot of multitasking, and I did a lot of stuff, which was fun. I also did some food prep for next weekend because I get a new food plan on Sunday after the marathon, half marathon, but I think I'll be really tired, so I don't want to have to cook too much. So I ran to the store yesterday, got some chicken breast, ground turkey, made a whole bunch of chicken breast, made a whole bunch of ground turkey, and got that all prepared and put in the freezer so that I'll have it ready for my next food plan next Sunday when I'll be tired. And what else? So after the competition, so yeah, it's been challenging with the tiredness and the lack of ability to run, and then I got a new food plan right after the competition, which is really good. I had that all set up, and I got right back on, but it was different food than contest prep food. So I freaked out right away. It's like, oh no, I'm going to lose all my gains. I made all these great progress that last competition. I leaned down even more, and I was feeling really good that I was finally closer to my goals. And then the food changed, and it wasn't so leaning, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to lose all my gains, and I want to do another competition and in just over a month now, and like, now I'm not going to be lean enough again. So that's been stressful in my head. Like, I've been worried that I won't be able to be lean enough for my next competition, which I am really looking forward to, but I really want to be lean and tight and firm because it's a natural bodybuilding show, and meaning drug tested, so people will be small like me. I'm little because I'm drug free, but you got to be really conditioned, really lean, really tight, and I'm not there yet, and I'm getting closer, but I was hoping to just build and build onto that. But so it's been really stressful as my nutrition has come back up, so my body's getting fortified, which is good for the half marathon, but also my tummy's a little bigger, and my thin skin from being in contest mode is now more expanded, and I'm like, oh, I was making such good gains. So I've been really having to talk myself through that, and really trying to focus on enjoying my new smaller body. Like, I've worked really hard and come a long way to get a small, fit, healthy body again. Like, at least a year or over a year. If you go back to my old videos in YouTube, you'd see me in my larger self, and it's quite a big difference with just my face. You can see it. So I really want to enjoy these wonderful, happy changes for myself, And it's so easy to get down on myself for not having this, not having that, not doing this in my body. You know, we look at our bodies so critically as women. So I've been really trying to focus on enjoying my new body and my new fitness, and that helps when I think of it that way. I had CrossFit on Friday, and I had been out of my CrossFit routine too as I prepared for my contest, because usually I do CrossFit Friday afternoons once a week. But Friday afternoons is when you start getting ready for your contest. You check in, you tan and everything. So there was no Friday afternoon CrossFit for quite a few weeks. So I was out of that routine. So I had a CrossFit this last Friday, and it was really fun. And I really enjoyed myself in my fit body, my new fit body, and saw my trainer, it's just one-on-one with her, and that's always really nice and fun, and had a good sweat and really good workout. So I was really pumped about that, and that helped me too for my long run yesterday, because it built confidence back. It's like, oh yeah, I'm fit, I could do this. So I'm trying to focus on that, enjoying my new fit body. Yesterday I was searching in YouTube post-contest kind of issues, post-competition issues, and found some good videos here on YouTube about post-competition anabolic building or something. There's a few videos, Biolayne 3 training, Mark Lobliner, even 3DMJ. Have some videos on, I think Lane Norton might have one, and some other people, Biolayne, might have some, and they were talking about, these are guys and girls, women post-competition usually don't talk about that. Usually what women are talking about is what I'm experiencing, which is post-competition depression and post-competition blues, post-competition binging, post-competition weight gain. What we usually are focused on is now you start gaining weight or eating too much, and then you lose that body that you work so hard for, and then you get really depressed. And that's what women are talking about, post-competition body image issues and changes, and a lot of time binging. But the guys are talking about this anabolic window. Now, I don't know how scientific this is, but that what they're talking about is that right after a competition, you deplete down. If you lean down, you also lose muscle mass in that lean. You don't want to, but it happens. And so after the competition, you get back on a healthy diet with a coach, so you're eating the right nutrients and the right amounts for your sport, and you start filling back up, but in a healthy way. You get enough nutrients, and you start building your muscle back that you lose. So anabolic, muscle growing, versus catabolic, it's muscle shrinking, eating, catabolizing. So an anabolic window is what they talk about, that you can grow muscle back right after a competition because your body's in this rebound mode. And it is in a rebound mode, and that's why it's really easy to put back on lots and lots of weight, because it just eats up anything you put in, because you cut back so much calories and nutrients and water, and whatever you put in right after competition just stays right there. And for us women, and men too, I'm sure, if you eat too much and then you binge, you just add on the weight really fast. Fat and water just builds super fast, and it's super hard to get off. I've gone through it so many times, and that's what I always do. I always get off my diet, eat too much, get way too much body fat, and the weight just piles on super quick, 30, 40 pounds in a month. I mean, fast. And it's super hard to get off, and I don't want to do that to myself now anymore. It's too hard to get off. I've done it so many times. I'm still getting over my last one. I mean, I still haven't got back to the place I was last November before I binged out. It's so frustrating. So anyway, they were talking about this anabolic window that you can build back muscle. So I thought, well, I need to stop stressing about this anyway, because that doesn't do me any good. Psychologically, emotionally, or physically, my body is just going to react to my stress and worry and fear, and it's just going to go in the wrong way. I want my body to go in the right way, because I want to do even better in my next show. So if I'm only thinking negative, that isn't going to help me go in a positive direction for my next show. And I want to follow my food plan. I trust my coach, all my coaches. I trust my nutrition and training coach. And I've worked with him for years and years, since 2008 or 2009, at least 2008. So he knows me really well, and he works with thousands of athletes, professional competition athletes, and so he knows what he's doing. So I just got to knock it off. So I'm following his plan, and I'm eating like I should. So that gives me confidence. I'm training like I should. So that gives me confidence. And maybe, my body is filling out again, but hopefully, in a healthy, positive way. And if I am gaining some muscle back that I lost as I depleted quickly down for the show, that's a good thing. And so when I start depleting again for my next show, which is going to start pretty soon, then hopefully I'll have a little more muscle for the next show even. Just a little bit would be good. So I guess we'll see. It's been very nerve-wracking for me, thinking that I'm headed in the opposite direction of where I wanted to. But hopefully I am in an anabolic window, and I'm growing muscle, and I definitely am growing my strength back. So that's always a good thing. Don't want to kill my body off. It's really easy in this sport to push too much, make the diet too severe, make the training too severe, make the cardio too severe, and then your body does not like that. It will react. It will shut down. The hormones shut down. Cortisol levels go skyrocket. Your metabolism shuts down. You can get a really strong reaction in your body trying to save itself, like, oh, there's not enough calories and there's too much work and we're just going to quit. So we don't starve and die. So you can get a big hormonal negative reaction. So the body is an amazing thing. I don't want my body to feel in danger. I want it to be healthy and grow and change in healthy ways, and I don't want to shut it down by overdoing it either. So I'm sure this is a good thing. It's just psychologically and emotionally difficult, period. And it is for all competitors. So that's what's very interesting to me about the sport, too, about continuing to pursue my sport here, is that it's so complex, and you learn so much each time you go into a competition and out of competition, prepare, and then follow up after a competition. I am always doing things different and learning things, and I'm trying to learn how to do this in a successful way for me, and a healthy way for me, a fit way for me, and a successful way for me. So getting right back to my diet and training is very successful, and then seeing how this diet goes into the next show, I'll just learn. If it doesn't work, we'll learn for the next show. If it works, I'll know that next time. So that's been some of the struggle. And the good news, my body's getting stronger again, and my running's coming back, and I hope the half marathon doesn't wear me out completely, but it probably will be kind of tiring. But when I was running up to 9 miles, 10 miles, I did recover pretty darn well. So that's why I'm thinking I can recover well. I mean, I'll be tired for a couple days, but then I'll get right back into things. So we'll see. I'm thinking of it as a long training run with other people. I'm just doing this for fun. It's just to add to my conditioning for my bodybuilding, training and fitness and health and all that stuff, challenges, adventure for myself. So it's just for fun. I don't have to stress myself out. And I was thinking on my run yesterday that if I'm slow, it's fine. If I walk some, it's fine. And even if I drop out, it's fine. You know, I'm just doing it for me. I'd like to finish the whole thing. My first goal would be to run the whole way. It would be very slow, but finish the whole thing. Running would be a huge accomplishment for me. 13 miles straight running. I've never done that before, and that would be a great accomplishment. Second goal would be just to make it all the way through, running, walking combination. Third would be to have a decent pace I feel good about. Or not. I could just go really, really slow and just finish. That'd be awesome. Finishing would be awesome. Attempting it is awesome. Attempting it is awesome. So trying it out, seeing how it goes. I have a whole many ways I can win. Just by signing up is a win. Just starting on the start line is a win. And just no matter what, it's going to be a win. So I don't have to worry. I got to not stress. Stress is bad for me. So that's a little bit of an update. Actually, a long update. Kind of pooped from my little long run yesterday. It was nice and cool yesterday. It even rained for a change. It's been so hot. It's been in the 80s, 90s. It's been really, really hot. So it's been nice for it to be cool. And so I have a nice day planned for myself of just kicking around. Maybe do some gardening and just taking it easy. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to do any videos you have interest in. And I hope this helps people that are going through the same thing. And all is good. I'm happy to be healthy and fit and smaller. And it's a great thing. All of those things are great things. Healthy, fit, smaller are great things. Mostly healthy and fit. And capable of athletic challenges. I love that. All right. Take care. Bye.